Because in the national budget, you see fees there for rental and other things, government, all inclusive. When we set a benchmark and say the least from this sector to that sector, this is the least, whether you like it or not. You got PhD, you get master, you got double PhD, double master. You can make 15,000, somebody make 50,000. You can't. They need a whole building where you not do nothing. Even the work you're doing, you got somebody, you got a secretary, you got people who are, helping you to make sure that you people come to a positive result. So, salary in Liberia, especially from in the government cycle from time immemorial, to a large extent, are not motivational. People credit to go to work. At the end of the month, these people got to go pay somebody. But let me take this break this morning, and we'll certainly be right back at 9 o'clock with John EABC.
Including threats to deploy armed talks into communities where our teams are peacefully mobilizing citizens for the July 17 Enough is Enough peaceful protest. Such actions are reckless, dangerous, and clearly intended to provoke violence, which we do not seek and will not initiate. These tactics represent a direct threat to national peace and are designed to create chaos under the false pretense of counter-organization. We therefore call on government to publicly denounce these known instigators. I will say that again. We therefore call on government to publicly denounce these known instigators and immediately restrain them from interfering with or stoking violence against peaceful citizens exercising their constitutional rights. Should the government fail to act swiftly and decisively, the responsibility for any disruption to public peace, destruction of properties, or harm to citizens will rest squarely on the shoulders of the President, Joseph Yumot Boakai. The safety and security of the Liberian people cannot be compromised for political expediency. We remain committed to peaceful, not violent protest. We urge the government to do the same. Call to action. The protest organizers now call on all citizens across Liberia to intensify mobilization efforts in every community, every district, every county, every household, every school campus, every religious institution, every intellectual center throughout the country.
To feel what is on the ground, I believe they are the answer for Liberia. First in life, you are our priority and you are our everything. Can we pray? Father, we thank you. It's a beautiful day. It's a wonderful day. No one here will disagree with you that you are not our life. Because we speaking is a clear sign that you breathe in us. Thank you for life. We wake up this morning, we woke up, we dressed up, and we got in our car not because we're smart, but grace has made it possible. And your mercy has given the right. Thank you. And it's the mercy that we ask that I will do the Liberian people business, especially our leaders. Today, as we will be concluding our next section and prepare for the other session, which to come. Father God, please, let your peace rest upon every one of them. Let wisdom pull out. Wisdom comes from God. Wisdom comes in a profound manner. And people marvel. You heard what the auction said. You heard what he said. Because wisdom speaks and everything stands still. But this agenda today be used with pure wisdom. That's the answer. He said your counsel will stand. No other counsel can rise up against your purpose. I pray that your purpose come to pass. And at the end we give you your glory and we give you your honor. You are the first and you are the last. You remain that until the time. God bless you. Thank you so much for that powerful sermon. You enjoy the sermon?
Yeah.
Wonderful sermon.
So you are praying?
Yes, please.
I'm correcting you.
No problem.
Why are you telling the church? Why are you telling I put a podium up here. No. Secretary of the Senate.
Capital Building, Capital Hill, Morocco, Liberia. Thursday day, regular sitting, second session. 56th legislature of the Republic of Liberia. Tuesday, June 15, 2025. Agenda and order of business. 1. Call to order. 2. Devotion. 3. Roll call. 4. Reading and adoption of the agenda.
Secretary of Senate, continue. Senator, please consult silently.
1. Call to order. 2. Devotion. 3. Roll call. 4. Reading and adoption of the agenda. 5. Unfinished business. 6. Reading report from the standing committees. A. Consolidated report of the Joint Public Accounts Expenditure and Audit Committee of 2025 for debate. B. Report from the Committee on Defense, Security, Intelligence and Federal Affairs on an act to establish LIBERIA Capital Police Act of 2025 for debate. C. Report from the Senate Committee on Commerce, Trade and Industry on the confirmation hearing of Honorable Tommy N. Yeke, Deputy Minister for Administration Designate, Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry. D. Report from the Joint Committee on Ways, Means, Finance and Budget, Judiciary, Human Rights, Claim and Petitions, Public Corporation, Commerce, Trade and Industry, and Hydrocarbon, Energy and Environment on the investigation into the petroleum pricing formula regularly used by LPRC and Ministry of Commerce to determine petroleum prices. E. Report from the Joint Committee on Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries and Banking and Currency on the
600 to 700 million. And we are having these press conferences, we are projecting, anticipating, knocking on heaven's door that we're going to have $1 billion. This is work coming, this is great. But you know, if you look at Liberia and see what we got and see the investment people are having in this country, it's just so saddening that we have treated this country to this level, to the extent we now start treating the people in the country like that. How on earth government will manage to find money in the national budget to pay one minister 8,000? We'll find somebody pay them 3,000. We'll find somebody pay them 15,000.
Yeah.
But government cannot find means in the budget to pay the least police officer or security person in this country $500. They $9,500 a month. The least. We don't even start our teacher and say, okay, teacher, say you get A certificate, B certificate, C certificate. We'll start with 500 with you. Those who got a bachelor will carry you to 800. Master will say 1,000. You carry up and so forth. When you start to set these standards, people will learn to save. And the thing that will always make government to save, there are some sectors, when government starts to build houses for low income earners, that will be paying probably towards it every month, load bill, will give that person a chance to save. You got police officers, they are to their own homes or probably renting places and not in the barrack. Teachers who are teaching, government teachers, these people who are working, earning the money, they will also buy land and start to build their houses. When after retirement, they move out, go to the houses, and other people will come in. You say, all of the government teachers in the city of Painesville, government build a compound that can host all of the government teachers with their families. Based on the size of the family, maybe you'll be in one room, apartment, or 2 rooms, or 3 rooms, and or probably a position with electricity, with a clinic. The boss can pick up the employees and make a drop at the very points.
Even now, to even help government workers transport themselves, the very money they are paying those people are the same money they expect the people to transport themselves.
You see the teacher, or you see government just get ready and sign the other teacher, whether the man lives, man Barkley, but you want who nobody cares. You should just leave man Barkley, we can't teach PCS. Whether he lives one time, the man should go Kenya. And we don't take these things into consideration. Sometimes we don't even sit to talk to these people where you live. But people wouldn't want to see you to work where you live, how much it costs you to get to work. Then somebody will tell you, hey, you want to work, go sit down with job, it ain't hard.
And Ambassador, you mentioned earlier on, making the money is not a problem for Liberia, but the usage. And those very folks you use to gather the revenues, if they are satisfied, sincere, they are paid well, you will get it.
But we cannot be generating money only to pay salaries. How do the country get developed? Little always left in the budget for development. We always running to go find grants or loans. And generation born and unborn, we have to pay back those money that we're going out there to ask people to help us with roads.
Yeah.
What I can get or find to, how can we be having one company in the country and say the company worth billions of dollars and the country's national budget can reach $billions?
Yeah, how come?
How come? What's wrong?
Then that's a big lie.
So no, but let's be honest and look at ourselves.
Something is not right somewhere.
Why are we having 3-4 companies? You hear they worth billion and they brag to the Liberian people.
Yeah.
They got the biggest investment in the country. They got the other one. They worth this. Then the country own budget. The country has everything that the people are extracting, but yet the country is struggling and crawling under these people's feet.
Yeah. Their workers are being exploited, abused, and no protection from them.
How come? Who did this to us? It's our resources in this country that curse or it should be a blessing? People live on tourism. Some countries, you see the budget alone bigger than us. Go to pay battles. Jamaica, Haiti, all of those places. Trinidad and Tobago. See the island countries. In Latin America,
countries that were overlooked.
Go to Gambia. You see people going on the beaches, resorts, and see tourists are all there. People are going for vacation. We want to hear.
And Liberians and other institutions in the country, they are trying their best to pay taxes. But then where are those taxes going?
Salary.
We are not even seeing return.
And the salaries are not even anything that can change your life.
I get few persons in the area that are taking the chunk. They ride the best of vehicles. The offices are well furnished. They want the money going. They prefer that these things happen. Then they work out, like you mentioned earlier on. The minister see they play clean. He say, hey, I'm doing well. He's not concerned about those people who they work for.
We pay people $10,000, $15,000. Yet and stay, we still feeding them with gas and fuel.
Yeah.
We pay security for them. The generator at homes, we are responsible to fuel your gas.
And one thing I saw myself with the thing, you pay the man hugely, then you give him his scratch cards, you give him his gasoline. For what? You buy his undies and all? What's that? Eh? Now inheritance will give the poor won't get a job?
If this country, I think somebody last year for like, it might not be too exact. In South Africa, officials of government or the MPs, member of parliament, they were having free electricity and water. And the people protested. When they came to realize, at the end of the day, the government said, no, send these people are well paid. Let them handle these bills.
Yeah, but that's right.
They said, no, let the people
you
handle
these bills. You can't pay the man $15,000 and say, so if you get buy scratch card?
They put let the people handle the bills. Because if we run it behind the poor people to pay taxes, they on power theft.
Yeah.
While one man, because he in government, nobody goes to a fence to touch him. And we just leave it. You find one man standing in a class, teaching 100+ students. End of the month, you go take 15,000.
Yeah. LD.
Yeah. No other benefit attached to it. Say, okay.
Yeah.
There's transportation allowance.
It coming to you. Scratch card coming to you.
That the men who imparting knowledge in our children for the next generation.
Maybe having a recharge card for your token for your meters. Yeah. So we are not late fee for you so that you must get light to be able to prepare lesson at night. Nothing like that. But a few people are just the one. You know the thing they brought the kind of study say the Congo people, the elites were suffering. The very poor people, the little children, they are the one who dancing inside. No, I tell you so, Ambassador. That's true. That's how they made us to believe that the Congo people were the one doing it for you to enjoy.
And I had the other man look at me and he told me you were sitting right there.
Yeah.
That
the man got 2-3 living room in your house. Then you get power outside. The country pause.
Yes.
They go in one room yesterday.
Yeah.
You got 2-3 living room in your house, well furnished. He can't carry boy one of them.
Yeah,
when he pay power outside again with air conditioning.
Then he attached the boys quarter to the generator hall where they put a happy hand so they can be hearing the sound or anything go. So they can be beat that they can't have any conversation to gossip about them.
My Lord, look.
And you know one person that involved in it, look, just imagine. Lipa. Neutral
Vagla, yeah.
Look, your parents that employ you depending on we agree. Do you know what happened the other day? The boss carried employees from the institution that he's heading. They noticed that there were no order, so they brought down waiting, trying to see how best. Fortunately for them, and it became unfortunate later. They met a man asking employees to say, "Chief, you can't help us. I need to buy 1 or 2 something so we can put it in the oil so we can put it in the agent because the man looked at the boy and said, I get money home. The car where you see me, I've been managing it 5 years. He private car. The man told the employees
Yeah.
You know, there was no fuel. They said the people put money up to this time. Sometimes the people, especially the people are living across, they can put money together.
Yeah.
They put money together to go and fix the tire. Employees, while you make a whole lot of money. You treat the people just anyhow.
Yeah.
Then you tell the person, you go, you put on Facebook, you tell anything you want to say, you say it.
Yeah. The money, for the purpose of money finish.
How can people be working to entity that they put money together to buy fuel for a car owned by government or owned by institution? But your car can go one day when there's a problem. It's in one of the most expensive garage.
You know, our phone not treating the country good. Not at all.
You pay the man 10, 15,000, 25 years, like $1. The man lives for there, you don't even have a house. That's one. So people who do not understand how the country runs and how things are, they say, I'm not working more than 10, 15, 30 years. You stop thinking like that. The leaders are suppressing the people. The salary they earn, it can give them the chance to go and build, buy homes. But the poor teacher cannot afford to buy a house, cannot afford to go and buy land. You pay the man 25,000, 30,000, 45,000 a month. You expect him now, when he got 2, 3 children, the children are in other schools. Let the government here now. The Ministry of Health have already definitely putting on new fees to all government facilities, public facilities when it comes to health. People don't come. People they get some the fees that people we paying $5,000 a day. Semi and private ward, semi ward. So it was $500 a day. How many persons will afford that kind of thing? So people were they sick.
I mean, you know. That broad problem when they tell you that they're fixing it, it's getting worse and worse. Then the folks now with Mamaga ability are going ahead to sign a third-party lobbying PR firm. They're paying them $45,000 a month. But the media in Liberia, the ministry and agency, prefer that the media should propagate their issues. They say, yeah, you're the one responsible. But they got money for those things. They sit and eat those monies. $1 million.
Okay, you are projecting for us to have $1 billion. Good. Is it at the expense of the poor people?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it. The new fee structure includes charges for registration, accommodation, patient feeding, hospitalization. How many government hospitals can feed people? And a wide range of surgical and domestic, procedure. This is how they did it. They said adult and pregnant women registration now will cost $200 LD. Then they said while children registration is set for $100. Ambulance services, the price will be $2,000. So if you don't get several, that $2,000 will sit down in the poor ambulance for them to carry you.
When you get money, a problem for you.
Medical reports and patient feeding are both set for $500 per day. Admission to the general ward will cost you $1,000 a day. For you to just go to the admission ward. While private and semi wards you will pay now $5,000 per day and $2,500 respectively per day. In the semi ward you pay your $2,500. In private ward you pay your $5,000.
So you just know that when you don't have the money.
But that's thing you sentencing people.
You come to dollar. The people already, they don't do normal checkup, regular checkup. The way they did their hair start bossy.
They say the family planning remain free of charge. Surgical procedure now carry significant fees.
Yeah, family planning, you don't want your bone planning. So
now,
take it free.
If you are a woman, C-section now will cost the equivalent of $50 United States when you go to do it. while more complex procedures such as oh God, what kind of problem is it?
So the way, what's our intent? Are they helping the system, the situation? Owing to the fact that policemen who you pay $8,000, you get $75 or $100 US equivalent. Then he has to spend his monies. He had a patient in the hospital.
And just imagine, you give the people insurance, but when they go into the places, they gotta carry extra money.
Extra money.
You
limit the insurance.
It don't cover.
It don't.
Except for some autonomous agency, what they'll tell you is $250 a month. When you say you go there, it will cover that. But when it comes to the main public sector, teachers, police, AFL, immigration, what they gonna put? Then they're taking the children, they're saving the country. They go and they gotta carry extra money.
Yeah, and Ambassador, what's the justification behind the cost adjustment? Because the ministry now informed the citizens that they come to do that kind of thing. Now they have come now with a decision. So they think, but just hearing there was somebody sick, they're not going to the hospital, they go in the bush. Because they don't have the money. They say the prophet telling us that money we have, so I'm going there. So people, they've been stuck in their beds and die. Whereas we should be advocating for free services for our people.
Only yesterday the minister released his list.
Yeah. The minister never gave any official press statement to inform the public about this thing. What's the justification of this cost adjustment?
What's the background?
Nothing.
What sort of assessment was it? Because you got to look at the capacity of the people going to the hospital. Look at the ratio on how many people going to private hospital and how many people going to government-owned referral hospital. So when you start to look at it, because if you look at more people going to the government hospital, it meaning they can't afford to go to private hospital or clinic. That's why the
government hospital should be accommodated.
And they feel that government hospital, you know, the fact that it's being supported by the very same people that go in there through their taxes.
Sure.
And money are allotted in the budget to run these health facilities. So they think that it will not cost them that much. Now you go, you start adding breading on it. You know what? By the time you start seeing, the private hospital and clinics will now sit and readjust. They will say, LC, come in and get a fire out, you carry it to 1,005.
Yeah. But exactly so.
No, but that's it.
They put you about our government. We do have the general fund.
You want to go to government. Oh. So a government telling you now, you pay 5,000 for private ward, 2,500 for semi ward, for semi private ward a day. The next hospital telling you they put our private ward at $50 per day. You see, sometimes before we do these things, you gotta assess the financial strength of the citizenry. How many persons employed? You look at the government structure. How much money people earning? Let one young man who some criminals jump on him, chopping all into his palm, took his bag away. He's been in JFK. His wife came here crying that they currently owning JFK 5. He was on the bed. They have taken him from the bed. He's sitting in chair now. They can't leave because he got to pay the money.
Look at where.
$500. They got to pay that money. Go to the 14 military hospital. You hear some of the bills.
This will not help the published, because you'll be lying in the hospital thinking about the bills that you will incur over the days you'll be there for. So the next thing you do now, tell the person, you just pay the one you get, let me go lay into the house. Let me go lay into the house because
give me the call.
What was this sound?
But
What is sound? What is sound come on?
So much problems to face. Some of them
Let's
want me to feel what I
Let's sound come on.
But I don't know the sacrifice we go through to make them back. Some people never satisfied. When you fall down, they criticize. If you don't appreciate things I do, I can call you.
Yeah, I want to appreciate all of you for always following us. Like we said, at 9 o'clock we will join the state-owned radio, the LBC, to relay the interview of the Minister of Finance Development Planning, Honorable Augustine Gafwan, will be speaking on some issues as it relates to Liberia. You know, government have already started the process
What did
of
they
the 2020 national budget.
to what Jalaki and to us said they made 1 billion. Then they come back again, they launch it different way. What will go in here? You see.
But these things are good. But we ain't have
Yeah.
a positive impact in the lives of the people. All we doing it again at the end of the day, everything will still go back to salaries. They'll be looking for people to help us with roads.
Yeah.
I mean,
We have to set our priorities right.
no, we have to.
Because we are very wasteful.
The same people we depend on to generate the money are the same people we suppress.
Are you thinking how possible is that? The man making $150 or $200, but the man going to collect $10,000 US. They're not recipe for corruption? Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh?
You say the man, a revenue collector, the man goes in the fee for people to pay their taxes. At the end of the day, you see the payment, they falsify receipt.
The man get only see both.
But some of the officers in the traffic can do it.
Because that money when you get in,
Mr. I give you $50 ticket. He start talking to the man, talking about you have to negotiate.
They turn it out, then we destroy the ticket.
Yeah.
The man going to collect government revenue, he's been paid $200 for 30 days or so,
Yeah.
but he go collect in a daytime to collect about $5,000 US from a client. Eh? That means you take $500 for that $5,000. One daytime, you need a whole month salary. You see? So we create a recipe for chaos. The monies have been collected, but it's not been remitted to government revenue.
Ministry and agency will not have bosses sometimes for 1-2 years. Some of the employees will struggle on their own, go and borrow money from people to go to work, to even eat.
And they just buy one bus or 2 buses for the people, then they will make it on news.
Yeah.
You feed your children, they eat, they kill the beans in the hall, then that news, you now feed your family for a whole 10 years.
You see, one representative, he got 3-4 cards.
You can
But
make
he
it all.
got a mini boss for his staffer to say, everybody that working in my office, so that pick up time. You find the money that you pay the people that same money they're taking the transportation from. But government can buy you car 2 times in 6 years. After every 3 years, they buy you 1 new car. So as a representative in 6 years, no wonder sometimes I will fight for you to be lawmaker government. In 6 years too, then you manage to get another thing that 4. By the time the people when you open a used car area or your car rental services.
It's car spare parts. Because you already have all the things.
Senator, 3 cards in 9 years. So you manage to go to the 18. You get 6. That alone can tell you that you are that forward position in business.
And those men 19 years in their normal life, they will maintain 2 cars for
But the other man from LIBERIA, blah blah, and you were telling the police that the car you got been managing them for 5 years.
But because our government is a different case. Government really need to rethink. If you see the kind of cars that we have spent money on for officials, and see the amount of people that are walking to work. Let me tell you, the pastor he said earlier on, the Liberian people are working, but they're not selling far. They are not. Liberians are working for institutions or for their country, but they are not satisfied. And this is just a recipe of corruption. For the corruption to end, it will be hard. I heard that they are suspended, they are dismissed, disrobed several police officers. So they go get the money, $150 US. Complaining money, they take it. The other policeman take the complaining phone, go and withdraw money from inside. They say he pay the money and go back. People be dismissed for common
yeah. See what?
They're not satisfied.
Yeah, that the Liberia Revenue Authority has already informed. They have already revealed a substantial budget shortfall of US 22.03 million for the first quarter year of 2025. And the House of Representatives were trying to look at it too. They thought that it was just 17.8 million.
Why aren't you?
It's far higher than that. You see?
So you always see that when they say we're getting 1 billion, you go see budget shortfall. We can't get it.
So now they're saying the LRA revenue collection current stood at 179.63 million, which is 11% below the anticipated US 200.0166 million.
But let me just tell you something. The TSC report from the Ministry of Agriculture, 5,288,529.59 cents. Just in 1 year, 2023-2024. You can apply for the money. They posted in a report they have 114 farms. TSC go check the farm, the auditor go check. They can see 81 of those farms that Ministry of Agriculture they get. So why are we with this country?
So at 9 o'clock we'll go to region, John EABC on the summer cast. But it's time we go to the lines. Call us 9 on 0775 919 919.
That's why this president needs to stand strong.
919.
Because if you're not careful, you'll show a weakness.
Yes.
Because those very people who ride other presidents and made them to fall in the dungeon, they will do it to him.
Because the other president, the last time around, for the first time they say we reached 800 million, we celebrated.
But they will say budget shortfall.
Yeah. And this, we said we have surplus 12 million.
Yeah.
And but people were protesting for salary and benefit. 0775 919 919 0880 919 919.
And those same people are staying in government though.
So why
they were there with former president?
What idea we can use to find money to pay somebody 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 a year? We get that idea and means to pay teacher 500, police 500, EFMN 500, immigration 500, things like that. So the knowledge is only directed one area.
The LRA people, those who collecting taxes, go see their houses.
Good morning.
Good morning to the two ambassadors in studio.
You're welcome.
The first of Dr. Lomini Sagichi, I joined for just Christians, most of the country. Yesterday, when I saw that period list for the Ministry of Natl, I think if the person Baka is not aware of that list, then I can see calamity cover big coming towards some of us that do not have money to go to hospital. Then they're reaching a situation. What began to do? They look at how began to do. They bonus time, bonus CSU. When you carry something like this or that, someone had $50 US to go to the hospital. Someone had money to pay. Look, that will tell you what I was saying. If you get a child a good knee, rescue, it should go along with that knee. Why when you say rescue, then you are suppressing people in the life of people? Hey, God, my people. They who will vote for the British in the country? We have to tell this man who really vote for the British in the.
No, that will pray. We don't want to tell who to vote. Your life.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Natl, and I call you from Malaysia.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Not the people that are really accepting the country is the representatives and the senators. Because the money that they give the people can go to our centers. Look at, we buy the people car, maintenance, work on the car, we pay in their book, we tie for their hair to their toe, shoes, everything. Liberian everybody. We pay their cook, we pay their staffers, we do everything. So what about the salaries? The people killing up, why they can cut down strike start? They cut down the tennis, they cut down the gas, they let them cut down.
Pay one minister 5,000, 8,000, then you say gain scratch card and he all the use.
Yeah. He turned a scratch card to computer.
Money down for the representatives and senators. And senators, some of them, to the school, to other places. They can help the country. Because you know, they made a lot of money there. About it, if they want them to kill to enter that hospital. Some of them, they can even, so they want oversight. They can even pass one law on the visa, or some of them no folk no. They can even speak about the safety net. They even advocating for the district that they were sent for. So what thing now we paying the people for? I want to find out tell me.
To pass bill compulsory breastfeeding. Your life.
Good morning, historic vow and information books.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Information books and historic vow. This guy can just one support as a post citizen, a taxpayer citizen. Why we all men take this type of bill on itself and sit down there and laugh with it and shake each other's hands, then the common citizen look at a policeman to a deputy, you exam. For that reason now, they all go by here, get there, I begin a mattress for the night for that policeman. That's 2 options here. The driver, the keke man will park a car into that deputy. Therefore, parking lot for safe parking. Then the policeman who they found for all the way, Takatan, they assigned him to Depot 2. When he comes in the night, now he say on that shit. That place I play going to sleep. In a man keke. The man kind of money, the keke on the table. No, without the keke, what's it? He would never tell the mayor that there is a room into the keke for us. You see that other problem, that other people carry you on a keke like that. That policeman forgot to know you already not in Pina in that street. I own a room to government in. That's the 2 options. Then you got a teacher. The man will come from all the way to the side. Then he son will still be the public school. When he get there, what do you think information books that the man will do to those students? To get his carpet to get back. It costs for anything a day that man will try to do something to get a carpet back to get home.
Okay. Alright, thank you. Let's talk to her. Call us your life.
Yeah, good morning, information bro.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, this is Jonathan to calling from Sister Town, Rehab.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Bro, President Bouakar not doing well for this country. He took over, former President, we are left 46 million in the library people call it.
Where you told that other rubber from?
But just want to eat on there. Yeah. You know, is on the radio, in the newspaper.
No, I'm asking for that's why you heard that President we are left 46 million in the budget. I mean in the cover.
Yes. He told the librarian people.
Who said it?
The past government, even the government said it.
Alright, thank you for that information. People talk on 100 and some million that you can't say for it. Your life.
Thank you.
Thank you on the internet.
Thank you. I remain property defender, civil lands, also for Peter McCoy in a joint for district now, Mosirado County. You know, Liberians, sometimes I wonder whether we are real humans. I hear people on the radio station talking.
I mean, please talk your own and leave the other people.
And the topic at home.
Yeah, but then once you're hearing people, go to the point. You make your point. Leave the other people.
All right, my point is, yesterday when President we are cut down on salary monetization, people went against that and they voted out because they said they didn't second pay their own wild fee. I mean, or their school fee and other wild fee. But now see today, the nomenclature in which President Bwaka and lieutenants brought to the Liberia people that it says rescue. To their rescue people or generator for patrol conduct is 3,000 monthly.
You will always be having the kind of.
So are you telling me that the benchmark for paying lawmakers was set by this government? Ministers were set by this government? Eh? Well, the people are making the same money.
The first thing Liberia has one president. You call him former President George Weah, President Weah, then you call him President Bwaka. So you can't confuse the people like that. Without other country world, distinguish these people. You can see somebody calling the former representative or somebody who is now a president again, you still calling them president. And it sounds so good to you.
Man, he is not even a defender before you say he's defending Popo. Because he's very whack. You see the service structure for civil servant that the government said it?
We're looking at government are continuing. We're looking at how people being treated Liberians. That's why we said this is not politics. We got all of the resources.
So the past government, the poor not taking gasoline, not taking scratch card. Anything to the government, not taking scratch card. And gasoline.
Go ahead, go mine. Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
Thank you for the information. You know, you are doing well. Sometimes this happens. They don't see that they need not for the country. I always think all of them but therefore to say thank you. What I do that you always. So if you want me to go in there, the man just for the years.
Yes. When we will change that mentality, that attitude.
Nothing.
And some of you that can be talking, you affected directly or everything.
But I'm a teacher.
You mean a teacher?
Yeah.
We're advocating for you. You bringing yourself down.
Everything I've seen, and then I've been there coming down. Everybody just put you on a home. You put the other man there, you put that there, and another person get again at the same thing. So why do you wasting your time? So I just want to say thank you.
Yeah. Look at the Ghanaian president, John Dramani Mahama, has announced immediate cancellation of 4 allowance and allocation previous granted political appointees. Why you pay the man good, they still buying gas for the car.
Those are things that we don't want to copy.
The man he cancel it. Why would cancel it?
Those are things we don't want to copy.
The money for the children, why would take it to the hospital? Then we say pay to register.
I think we can run around way and think that we're supposed to see as a national disco that somebody speak good English.
Who you give the man scratch card, you pay the man 15,000. He can buy a scratch card? Total? But you want to poor people go in hospitals and pay money to sleep one night.
We got the money that they pay all way. That if see money with transportation,
yeah,
it will ready, will pay rent.
You see,
buy scratch car, we buy clothes, and you don't sell out and think about things. To the extent we dress the people. The only thing left for all to carry the people in the villa bathrooms and bathe them. The people get dry, you pay. Security, you pay. The car they ride, you bought it, you fuel it, and you gas it. They're traveling around, they put you
everything on you.
They sick, you gotta send it abroad.
Eh? That why it's too much of seven on taking about. Why won't pay the man pay the money? Then the man will pay 150, that the man will get say buy your own scratch card, rent your own cell room, transportation pay away the kind of way.
You pay the policeman 150, you tell the man to go all the way to out the mayor rest. He ain't got motor bag, he ain't got bicycle, he got anything.
Let me tell them, Mr. Scotty. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Mrs. Collins.
I'm bringing here today. Our spirit bill you're talking about. Before you come into war, you were higher than that. When you go back to your ministry and get the 12-year earning span, you get the document, you know that the chair brought it down. I remember one man left his own body in Eddie Josie said his sister and I thought she was in charge of GFK. The man died, they took him from the the man died, she said they put more pay 75,000 they posted in carry. They brought it down to 25, they posted they get 25, she said no. They left that body in that woman. JFK went up, when she took over, that any sister I was in charge of GFK. But now there's no government hospital. I wanted to ask that question. I even told Nat one time, I want to ask if no government hospital in the Republic of Liberia, let the health ministry come and let us know. Because even tomorrow, if you got 50 and somebody is watching, somebody don't carry them there. They tomorrow clinic will give that poor children you to take fast. Any child sick, don't rush in there. If you got 100 or more, you ain't alone. So let them come on and tell us there's no private hospital and no government hospital again in Liberia, then we know what to do. But the people crying. Then you carry GFK, they put a price down to GFK. Every slow, then taking government, they taking company money, shopping in a one packet, then they can no government hospital in the country. Then they search, then they go back on the table. So thank you, no.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Scully.
You know, sometimes before you do these things, you must be able to do critical analysis, look at the financial strength of the people in the country. So even if you're higher or you bring it down, you gotta be strategic how you bring it down and still look at the purchasing power, the financial strength of the people. Because bulk of the people that will go to the public facilities are not people who can afford to go to the private hospitals or clinic. You don't have it like that. But we need to look at all of these things. Good morning.
Good morning, Pastor.
Daniel Kelly.
Pastor Kelly.
Yeah, this is Pastor Daniel Kelly. I call you from Old District.
You finish dedicating the church now?
No, I just finished sinking it every day. I think they go Saturday, I finished with the roofing and the sinking everything. By the grace of God, time to dedicate the church. I would call you guys for you to come to the church. So even I will come to your station. Okay. Yeah, it will not be hard in the public will know. All right. The people will know that I will dedicate the church.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. I listen to other people start calling President Bouaka. I believe that President Bouaka party that now he won our representative and senator in the House. We got a lot of parties then they got representative and senator. So I believe that when we want to blame the government, let us blame the representative and the senator there. Because CDC have senator there, they have representative there. United Party have senator, they have representative.
But they are Liberians.
The United Party, they have senator and representative. So they bring, we shouldn't put it on Bouaka 1. Let us put it on the federal district and the senator there. The county there. Thank you for your today morning.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. And you know, this is why we're facing so many problems in Liberia today. And I'm following one show, and somebody was asking somebody, and it's just happening like that. We don't see crisis in the country that we all see it as something that is affecting, or whether you come from party A, party B, and look at it from the national level and say no. You even come from party A, you are Liberian. You come from party B, you are Liberian. And some of you, the very simple who causing the problem for you are the people you're going to protest for. Yeah. I'm going to be clear. It's Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. They protest, they're talking about tomorrow. CDC have seen a protest than they protest. No, you're saying you're going to agitate for something for everybody to benefit. For the whole party want to overshadow and make it look like that the protest, they don't want being affected.
Yeah.
They don't want being suppressed.
Not the country.
Not the country. I told you, as a national fight in this country, the leaders, majority of them have put their faces in front. They go there for their own gain. We're talking, how many person you know will be in Nigeria that get $4,000-5,000 to vote, or 2,500 or 500? Is this a fight that should be limited to an individual? Or it should be a national call?
Yeah.
To all of the citizens in the country. In this one when we discuss, when we put the president in our meeting, we discuss anything.
Internet say no, I mean
Even if it matter, most of the people that we stood in the rain and the sun to have them elected, the people's deputies, who should be writing the necessary point and asking people to justify to them why you are taking such action, will leave them and jump straight to the president. These people will establish institutions by either national legislation, and they care less about it.
Sure. So for instance,
look at all the we talk about, we get the other middle, we still pay people below. Yeah. But we look at certain people, we pay them so high. You see
like
the disparity.
What the mayor was saying, and it be so hard people say taking another job. Look at the money we spend just on the Senate. If we can say 1 year to not pay the Senate off, let us dissolve the Senate, we just have representatives that they discuss the issue based upon the district level. Because the district is in the county. They will pay them one time, the following year, one other pay senators.
Or what was, like for instance, or you just put all of them in one bag.
Yeah.
Member of the LIBERIA legislature.
Yeah. You don't divide
no senator, no representative, you member.
Yeah. You're a member.
You're a member. You get elected.
Yeah.
Everybody. So when things go there, nobody be trying. They are sending other people.
Yeah. They go up. They coming down.
Because you want capital staff from America, and you ain't able to apply here.
You don't got money.
You go jump in things, and you capital the people thing. You know how the people proceeding on outside. You capital the people thing, you bring it here. They burn it on the poor people.
Yeah.
You get ready to having confusion when it comes to build that has to do with income generation. You won't come on Senate when it's going to come on the lower house to go to the upper.
Yeah, so
when you're in one house, anything that can help us discuss it. So it's only 73%, or the 103% that over there.
That
103, that one house.
Yeah. Then we decide the money won't pay you.
So nobody can point finger and say that the Senate, that the House of Representatives, member of the LIBERIA National Legislature.
Yes. We put that together.
Yeah.
It will give you 20 million, 25 million. You have to divide it one percent. Then you're not supposed to, but what else are going to get a lawmaker for? Because that money is small. Let me go and do my private work.
Yeah. So when you buy car for you, the time you there, and says they can buy a car for the representative 2 times, senator. Look, we too wasteful in
yeah. 6 years to buy car 1 man 2 times. Then 9 years 3 times.
That means
we just buy 1 set of car for you. That car you
go buy
your own. Make your money go buy your own. Yeah. We'll call your phone off, buy your phone off, you won't come for meeting, you do not just buy a scratch car.
Uniformity. Jaha Chancellor board and Zuzu Triple for all
of them.
And what they were riding.
But if you see the money we just spend on those people too much, then you come to the ministers. You test on the ministry, the minister higher than other people.
Good morning.
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
Go ahead.
How are you doing, sir?
Please go ahead.
Thank you so much for the topic this morning. Yes, to you. The country here, I don't yet know what's going on in the country. Why would be the minute that one man sit there and taking 15,000, and then the same people that are supposed to pass up, the one the Indian man or the Leonie man will come to the country because they're giving them brown envelope for the men to be in really there clearly in drainage. At the end of the day, be giving him $50 every month. Why would be the minute that people will be around him? I know that even some people around in my community that I live, where I live now on the Ralph Highway, there are some people that work in a GFK hospital, they are opening clinic. Taking the drugs from the hospital here and opening clinics.
And we pretend that we don't know it happening.
And it's happening right in the country here. Well, I don't really know what's going on now. The country that kind of modern slavery life, what country we live to live? What will be the meaning of the kind of thing? That kind of what that they have taken within the country in the name of that society or whatever, that things will just be happening circulated. That is why you see most of their children now in the street.
It kept us with our souls on their feet. Because people want effect. They're like, let us really change our mentality in the country. Let us love each other. Let be reality to each other. In the country, the people are wicked to us. Our government are suffering us in the country. I hope that the international community listen to me this morning, listen to this kind of things that are going on in the country here with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just imagine, Dr. Vi, the Cuban minister of labor was just forced to resign because she said in Cuba nobody begging in the street. Say no beggars.
Everybody get money.
To the extent that huge protest came, she had to resign. That thing ain't happening. I don't think my mother.
I'm Peggy,
because some of these officials they stay in the public, they lie to the public. Somebody who can't tell you the budget surplus. The father info go protest. Ask the president sack you. 20 years. Budget surplus. Then the people start protesting for money. Then you the president will have to ask.
Yeah? So I mean you laugh
so the money
at people?
How do you keep the money and the people suffer? That Ghana there with the council official fuel
yeah.
So
they wanted both sides to do something.
Right? But you look at the life of the people, you say and you look at the cost, how much it costs. Yeah. The burden is on the people because you're behind it everything.
The we spend millions of dollars on gasoline and scratch card. Then you hear the hospital no fault for the generator to run. So the operation patient will get to it. Go to the dialysis. They say they play down. We just what's for spending. What about answer? This is, and we pretend that we don't know it's happening, but it's happening. Real life. But we pretend that we don't know it's happening. What the essence? The country here, y'all may war come out in the country here. The disparity in this country is too much. This understand is too much. Y'all make it. They put pain or put heart like they don't human. They are Liberian more than other people then. That I don't know the thing that
okay, we'll take 2 more calls and take our break and hope to get connected to the state-owned broadcast. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to the 2 brilliant ambassadors in the studio. In presence of Weekie and Brooks and Nathaniel, please.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, I'm Mark Carlo calling from the GSA Road. No, I don't call often, but I call when there are very, very, very important issues on the table. But you guys are so great, I don't know where you get your ideas from. You know what I mean? Now, what you're saying this morning, it's just the truth. Our problem in this country, Brother Weekie and Brother Natl, is the national legislature. Now, what you're saying is the truth, but it is the how, the method. What can we do to reform this branch of government? That means that is causing this quagmire in this country. It is a how. What is a how? How can we go about it? What measure can be applied to reform that house? Thank you.
Thank you.
To solve the whole thing, make it one.
Okay, so folks, we are waiting for signal to join the state-owned radio, EABC, this morning, as soon as we get there. But in the meantime, let's take this break and certainly to be right back this morning.
My people, I know you already hear the good news, and then so
what kind of good news, Balipa?
The good news about the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection project called the Liberia Women Empowerment Project, or LWEP, is here to help 267,200 people. Oh, my My people, I know you already hear the good news, and then so
what kind of good news, Balepa?
The good news about the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection project called the Liberia Women Empowerment Project, or LWEP, is here to help 267,200 people.
Oh yes!
Out of the 267,200 people that the project will reach, they will help 36,000 women with small money for themselves. Whoa! The main idea there is to make sure that women and girls always have money on them, so they can be able to help themselves, so they can be able to help their men or their husband, their family, and their community.
Yes, it makes sense because you can only give when you have.
That's true, but Balepa, the project you're talking about, that what kind of county there in?
The project in 6 counties: Bomi, Riverside, Grand Jide, Monserrado, Bapolu, and Grand Cape Mount counties.
Okay.
And it going on in 498 different communities in those counties.
So how they better doing the project?
The project, yeah, in 5 different ways. Number 1 is changing mindset or norms.
Tell us about that one.
Good. For example, man beating a woman not supposed to go to school. There's a woman that can say, if he not be me, he not love me. That kind of thing. That is they want us to change.
Yeah. Because no man supposed to beat their woman.
Yeah.
Then men should make sure women go to school. And no woman must say, if he not be me, he not like me.
Yeah.
No woman must think like that. Say, it's not correct.
It's not correct.
Then what about the second part?
The second part of the project is about the health recording.
But what did the data people then not do?
How they should help women and girls who may do wrong thing to.
You mean the way the data people will take care of us when men take advantage over us in it?
Yes. On top of that, they even going to help schools to open health clubs so girls can be able to talk the things that matter to them.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
How about part 3 now?
Part 3 is where the project will give some money to help different women and girls groups, like village saving groups, family groups, livelihood groups, people who get their late table marketing, and people who not fit to take, who cannot accept. The quick people call them marginalized group. And you know, like people who can walk group and things like that. All of them, they will benefit too.
Me, I will look around in my community.
Yeah, Osia. I myself will find them and be a part of them too.
Yeah, you mean? Because women will not leave men behind. Here we go.
Because you know what? The project will reach 30% men and 70% women.
Yeah, you hear it?
Yeah.
You mean I will tell plenty other women and girls so they can join the project.
That's the Liberia Women Empowerment Project, where women are helped so they can always have money in their banks.
Then, Balepa, what the other part of the project will do?
This other part of the project is where the project will give helping hand to the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection System.
How?
In ways that the ministry will have records on gender-based violence cases. Then they will also have record on the different treatment or services for women and girls who some men will do bad things to.
Okay.
Then it will also help the Ministry of Agriculture to know how many women making farm, how many men making farm, where they making their farm.
Wow.
What kind of farm they making, where low land farm air, where up land farm air, all that one there.
Yeah.
Yo, what they planting, what county they having their farm in.
Fun idea.
Check all that one. Yo, to make sure that all the things are happy. The government put plenty different groups together. Like Keep Liberia, Catholic Relief Services, CRS, Action Aid, Forest Community Initiative, FCR, Defense for Children International, DCR, Plan International.
So they can work with the people in the community then.
Yes. And you know something? The way they plenty group together, one group they have to be in front of all the other groups so the project can go on.
So like what kind of group they have?
Plan International.
Plan International. They in front of the other group then, but the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection Project. And so?
Yes.
So your will. How about part 5 of the project now?
Part 5 of the project is where the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection has a project management unit that the people then who will be watching the project could know.
Yeah.
They will monitor the project, they will keep track of the project, and they will evaluate the project so the project can go on the correct
way.
Whoa! Who take the 6,000 women to benefit from 80 million? Ha! Dana small thing.
And Dana also, Balekba says the Liberia Women Empowerment Project will reach 267,200 people in 5 years.
Yes! And the project is in 6 counties: Poli, Mosorado, Bapolu, Rewoses, Quenchile, and Quenchile County.
Working in 498 communities.
Yes. Now, the way the project going on, you can call 44TDTD to tell the people how you feel about the project. Whether it's going on the correct way, whether it's not going on the correct way, call 44TDTD so the people can know how you feel about the project.
My people, find the Liberia Women Empowerment Project right in your community and join them.
This message is from the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection with support from the World Bank.